All right, mate.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our another live lesson with real English with real teachers. My name's Charlie, and we have Harry. Hello, Harry.
We do indeed. Hello, Charlie. How are you doing? And hello, everyone. Thank you very much for coming to this live lesson, which we do most Wednesdays, don't we, Chaz?
We do indeed. We do. Yes. I'm just a little bit confused at the moment. Oh, there we go. We've got some. Yeah, it was delayed for a second there, and I saw we had 30 waiting. So yeah. Okay.
We don't want to keep them waiting, do we, Charlie?
Oh, no, we don't. We do not want to keep them waiting. And as we have said in the title, what time is it? It's live English lesson time. So wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Using my phrase again, Harry.
Sorry, say it again.
I'm using my phrase again that you didn't like last time. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, I know. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah, I didn't like that one. It's when I don't use a phrase and you use it, and then you try and get me to define it. I'm like, no, Charlie, because I don't use that. So the definition doesn't roll off my tongue.
Yeah, okay. So the first phrase, guys, roll off the tongue. Roll off the tongue. This means to come naturally and smoothly, and we're talking linguistically, like to come out of your mouth eloquently or beautifully. So yeah, to roll off the tongue. Okay.
Yeah. We say the tongue, not my tongue.
Oh, say again?
We'd say the tongue, not my tongue, right?
Yeah. Roll off the tongue. Yeah.
I apologize for the state of my whiteboard, guys. It is a little bit dirty, and it's also kind of tearing away the plastic layer. So I do need to get a new one. I'm aware of that. So
I think that suggests that Harry is a hard worker.
Yeah, lots of writing. Yeah. And me saying that is not trying to get you to donate to our Patreon, you know, although I will use that donation money to buy a new whiteboard.
Ah, okay. There you go. Yeah. So just before we start, Charlie and I, Harry and I are Skype teachers. We do one-to-one Skype lessons for English learners and for intermediate to advanced learners. And we also have started a Patreon page that helps you get much more from us every single month, doesn't it, Harry?
It does indeed, yes. Thanks for bringing that up, Charlie. So if any of you who are watching right now or on the replay, and you like coming to these lessons, but you think that we don't give you personally enough attention, and you want more feedback on your English, and also if you want more time than the allotted 40 minutes that we give, or half an hour that we sometimes give in these lessons, then we do these exclusive live lessons for our patrons. So you get more attention, more feedback on your English, and generally more practice too.
Exactly, yeah. And of course, we've got group classes going and some one-to-one Skype classes included in the Patreon membership. So if you're interested, head over there. We have the link in our description box, and we look forward to helping you progress even faster.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'm really excited about the group lessons, because then we'll actually get the chance to speak with our followers, which is really nice, because we see their writing and we respond to your queries and stuff, but to actually speak with you is a bit different. So that'll be really nice to kind of meet you guys on Skype.
Yeah. Again, another phrase, put a face to a name. Put a face to a name.
Yeah, to put a face to a name. Yeah, so we say this when you haven't met someone in the flesh or in person, but you're familiar with their name. So it will be good for us to put a face to your name.
Yeah, okay, writing that down, and that's in the box. Right, so we want to hear from you. As Harry said, we don't know a huge amount about you, and we want to learn more. Can you tell us what time it is for you and what your next meal is, because I haven't had lunch yet. As you can see, it is coming up to 2 o'clock and I haven't had lunch yet, so I'm pretty hungry. But what dinner have you recently had, or meal have you recently had?
Yeah, I'd like to know what their next meal is as well, because obviously for us it's going to be lunch, but yeah, it will change depending on where you are in the world. That is how the world works. Yeah. So what are you having for your lunch today, Charlie? What are you going to go for?
I've been treated with a whole weekly batch of this meal. Stacey prepared it on the weekend, and it's so good, so good. It's gnocchi with
Gnocchi.
Yeah. I say gnocchi, but you say gnocchi.
Yeah, I say gnocchi. Yeah, I think it's got a G. Does it start with a G and then N?
Yeah, I think it definitely has some silent letters in it, but
yeah, it's not gnocchi, is it?
no, not gnocchi. Either way, it's accompanied with chicken, some tomatoey sauce, and some other vegetables. If Stacey's watching this, she'll be embarrassed because I've eaten this a couple of times and I should know every flavor, but I don't. I just eat it. It's great.
Yeah, you don't bother inquiring into how she made it. Just as long as she put it in front of you on the dinner table, you're happy, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Good.
How about you?
Yeah. So should we read out a couple of their comments then?
Let's do it.
So we have David. I'm going to pop my glasses on, David, so I can actually see what you've said. It's 6:36 a.m. in Peru. Hello and bienvenido. It's lovely to see you, David, or David. Welcome. We also have Jay Xuin Lee from Taiwan. It's 7:36 p.m. Okay. Have you had dinner yet, Jay Xuin? What time do you eat dinner in your country? Here it's really early. My dad likes to plate up at about 5:30 or 6.
Wow, that is very early to plate up, sending that across. Yeah, I have actually been raised a bit differently than you, Harry. My mum would dish up or plate up, the same thing, at about 10 p.m. It was terrible. We all knew that we were doing it wrong, and we all knew that it would cause problems later in life. But she used to work quite late.
Okay, right. But she work down the end of your front garden though, doesn't she? So did she always work there, and she'd come back and then cook the dinner?
Yeah, that's right. She's a therapist, and she has her own lovely little play area for because she does play therapy for children. So she's got to have lots of play toys for children, and in her log cabin is where she would spend her hours, and then she'd come in at about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, because they come back from school and then they have their sessions with her.
Right, nice. There you go. So yeah, to plate up, to dish up. So it just means to serve the food, right?
Precisely.
Serve the food, literally put it on the dish or put it on the plate.
Yeah, I would say put it on the table.
Yeah, it depends. It depends if you eat at a table, because I always eat. Well, now I normally eat in front of the telly, watching my massive telly.
Yeah.
So when my dad will plate up in the kitchen, he's like, "I'm plating up, son. I'm plating up." I come in, and then we plate up, put the beans and the chips on the plate, and then we go into the living room and watch some rubbish on telly.
Okay. Oh, that reminds me. Stacey was watching a load of rubbish on the telly the other night, and I posted about it. Did you see, Harry?
I did, yeah. It was about reality TV or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And I just wanted to say that Lou Rowe, well, all of your comments were really, really well received, but Lou Rowe was particularly delightful with his approach or his comment. So if you're watching, Lou, then I really appreciated it. Thank you.
What did Lou Rowe say?
Well, he just explained why reality TV shows are a waste of time to most people and what he watches. And it was more the way that he said his comment that I really liked it.
Okay, nice, cool. So yeah, if you guys aren't following us already on Facebook and our other social media, then do it. Pop in Real English with Real Teachers into your browser, into your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and you'll find us. Because you can participate and practice English with us through those mediums as well, and then get a shout out in the live classes, which is nice. But anyway, what are we going to do today then, Charlie?
We thought it was about time to tell you how to use the word time with the correct prepositions and the phrases and idioms that go along with the word time.
Yes, lovely. And we're going to do this by showing you some pictures and getting you to write your examples. The first one, Charlie will start loading up this first picture. And the reason I'm showing this picture is because it's related to two expressions that we have in English with dependent prepositions. And often it's very difficult for English learners to tell the difference. And even for English people to explain the difference, it can be really complicated. So we're going to try our best to explain the difference. But first, we want to see if you already know, because I bet there is some super students amongst you who already know the difference here.
Yeah. Should we take it away to the picture? Okay.
Present to everyone. Let's do it. So what do we have here, Charlie?
We have a departures board, and this is in a train station. But I don't want to say too much more because I'll end up giving away the answer.
Exactly. Yeah. So we have two trains here. One's going to London Euston. One's going to Birmingham New Street. Okay. And the phrases I want you guys to try and use, or I want you to choose between, are on time and in time. And I would like you to write a full sentence using this expression. And let's see if you know how to use it.
Okay, so using the phrase on time or in time, right?
Absolutely, that's it. Okay. That's the one. Okay. On time and in time. So get your fingers on those keyboards, guys, and give us your expressions. But Charlie, are you punctual when it comes to taking trains and public transport and stuff?
I am not actually, and Stacey finds it very irritating that I'm so bad at keeping time. You might hear a noise at the moment. I apologise. It's the neighbours, but yeah, I often find it difficult to actually plan ahead and predict the things that are going to go wrong that end up taking more time than you imagine. So yeah, I make a little bit of a palaver out of most timing affair things.
A palaver, wow. I don't even know how to spell palaver. Actually.
That's a difficult one, actually, isn't it? Yeah.
It's one of those things you never really write. P-A-L-A-V-A.
I'll have a look.
But yeah, you're right. Sometimes things go wrong, don't they? It's very easy to check the times of a train and think, okay, so it's leaving at 3:37. So I need to get there maybe 10 minutes before. But there's lots of things that can go wrong. Like last time I went to get a train, I turned up and I had like maybe 10 minutes until my train. But I normally go to the ticket windows to buy the tickets. But there was a huge queue. Sorry, no, I meant for the ticket machines, but there was a huge queue. And there was also a huge queue for the windows as well, where there's people serving you. So I had this dilemma. Do I queue or do I try and get on one of the machines?
Right, okay. I'm bringing it back now. Yeah, that's tricky when you don't calculate for those smaller things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think the worst thing for me was once when I was getting on a plane I was transferring. So I'd landed in one city, had to wait an hour or two and then get to the next plane. But for some reason, when I left the plane, I heard, could Mr. Baxter come to gate 59? And I was in gate like 2. So I had flip-flops on and I was running for ages, really, really fast across this terminal. And then I got there and it wasn't my gate, but I went up to them because they called it again. And I went up and they were like, no, not a Charles Baxter. We're looking for Martin Baxter.
What? And you knew before you were in the correct gate already?
No, I knew that the gate was somewhere that direction.
Right.
And I had just arrived, but I had 2 hours to kill. And so it didn't make sense for them to say, this is the last call for Mr. Baxter. I was like, what? I was going to eat. I was going to go. I was like, oh, no. And then flip, flip, flop, 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 flop.
That's hilarious. So you thought maybe it was just a really cautious airline?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Wow. All right. Should we see about their examples, Chaz?
Let's do it. Okay, let me share my screen.
So let's go up to where you wrote palaver.
Okay. Oh, what about this one? The Unreal Batman.
The Unreal Batman?
Oh, let me present to everyone.
Yeah, you don't want my ugly mug propping up.
I've got quite a few phrases already. My ugly mug.
Nice. Okay, let's have a look at, okay, Monica here. Hi, Monica. The London train is on time. Yes, exactly. The London Euston train is on time. Meaning what, Charlie?
Meaning that it's arrived at a particular time. So it will come at the scheduled timing. Yeah.
Exactly. Lovely. Yeah. And then we have F of I underneath Monica. Thankfully, I reached my class on time. 1 minute later, and I would be late. That's nice. That's nice. I'd have a little change here because we're talking about the past. I would say, thankfully, I reached my class on time, or I got to my class on time. 1 minute later, and I would have been late.
Oh yeah. I read past that. I would have been late. Yeah, good catch.
All right, nice. Do you want to take one, Charlie?
Okay. I'm going to read this one. I haven't read it out yet. I got to the station just in the nick of time. Ooh, very good.
Ooh.
But fortunately, the train didn't start on time. Yes. So I had time to even get a burger before departure. Eva, you are fantastic. Very nice. Yes, bravo.
I take my hat off to you.
Yeah. Okay, should we grab one more?
Yeah. So yeah, I like that, nick of time. So that means just before the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just before. Yeah. Maybe a few moments to spare. Charlie likes that one. Sometimes you say that, Chaz. So F of I'm just going to use yours again because you've used another expression that I wanted to bring up today. And that was above Eva's comment, Charlie.
Okay, I think it's refreshing. Yeah, this one.
So good. I was in time for my flight. I had 1 hour to spend. Oh, very close. So I really like the first one. I was in time for my flight. Good. And then you said, I had 1 hour to spare. So we want spare.
Yeah.
S-P-A-R-E.
Yeah.
I had 1 hour to spare, meaning you had 1 hour remaining. But this is good because in time here, so it means you were early enough, or you were there before with time to spare.
Yeah. Okay. Let's come back though, because we want to explain in and on time, don't we?
We do. Exactly. So we often use in time when we talk about deadlines.
Yeah.
So you need to hand in your work in time, so before the deadline, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Or you arrive in time to do something.
Yeah. Yeah. So for example, if let's say that a train is scheduled to leave at 9 p.m. Okay, but you arrive at 9:05, so you're 5 minutes late. So you're not on time, but you're lucky because the train has been delayed by 15 minutes. So you weren't on time for the train because you missed the expected time, but you have 10 minutes to spare, so you are in time to catch the train.
Okay. Okay.
Because
So
it's
you are able to make the planned thing you were going to go to, but it wasn't scheduled. It was delayed from the original schedule. So you were not able to make the time that was scheduled, therefore not on time, but you're able to do the action, which is in time. You are in time to do something.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Nice explanation.
Nice.
Thank you, Harry.
So imagine if they were 3 minutes late to our class today. So they weren't on time for the class, but me and Charlie have a tendency to talk a lot at the start of the class. So they were in time to catch the beginning of the lesson, or they were in time to join the class.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Okay. And hopefully you were in time to hear that explanation.
Yes. Nice. Nice. Yeah. You couldn't say they were on time to hear that. They were in time to hear that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice. So
Okay.
I hope that's clear for everyone. Should we show another picture?
Let's show another picture. Yes.
Show another picture. And let's go down to maybe the one, Mr. Bean, shall we?
Mr. Bean. Okay. Okay. Some people, it's a bit of a Marmite experience I've found with Mr. Bean. And by Marmite, I think I might need to explain that. It's a love-hate relationship.
Yes. Yes. Marmite.
Maybe that's a British condiment, isn't it? Or
I think it might be. It sounds English.
yeah. Well, hang on. French. Yeah.
No,
Oh no, that's not the yeah, the trademark in the UK. Yeah. So Marmite is it's like Vegemite in America and maybe Australia, but yeah, it's a particular. It's like jam, and you put it on toast, but it's nothing like jam in the taste. Very, very potent, very strong.
It's like jam, but nothing like jam.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great way to teach. So people say that they love it or they hate it, and you can use that as an analogy, saying Mr. Bean is a bit of a Marmite experience, or he's a bit of a love-hate relationship, because some people really like him, some people hate him.
Yeah, you either love him or you hate him. Yeah, I love Mr. Bean. I love this guy. He's so funny. He doesn't really talk. He just says kind of strange little utterances. He makes noises like and he is a little bit mentally deficient. He's not really he's not intelligent. He doesn't have much common sense, but he has lots of charm. He's a wonderful character, and he gets in lots of awkward situations.
Yeah, he's as you told me once, he's one card short of a full deck.
Exactly. He's one card short of a full deck. And we can also say one sandwich short of a picnic.
Yeah, we can. There we go. Okay, so what do we want to see from this picture?
All right, so I want them to use their imagination and use any time phrases they can. We can see Mr. Bean is in an exam here, and it actually looks like he's copying the chap next to him. But we can see the time is kind of running down. So we want you to use some expressions related to time and exams. So if you could write your comments in now. No pressure. no pressure. But Chaz, how do you do in exams? Are you a bit nervous when it comes to timing and getting things done?
You know what? I haven't done an exam in a long time. It's something for me to have to refresh. But yeah, I remember I used to cram it all in at the last minute, like everyone. And then, oh, do you remember we went through that idea that it was good to take those medicinal things, didn't we?
Oh dear, yeah. Study highs. Yeah, terrible, absolutely terrible idea. Awful. Would never do that again. But yeah. I remember, Charlie, one time I turned up at your house maybe 10 minutes before the exam, and you were doing some last minute preparation when we were at university. Do you remember that? And you were livid. You were livid. You were so angry.
I was really angry at him because I had planned everything perfectly and I needed to go through my last notes. I think I had to get something to eat from Tesco's and then head over there with 2 minutes to spare. And you knocked on my door, just blasé as ever. And you said, "You all right, mate? Should we talk about the exam?" I was like,
Yeah, obviously you weren't quite mentally ready for it. You weren't as mentally prepared as I was. And yeah, you were very annoyed that I had arrived at that time.
yeah, I think that was one of our bigger arguments, should we just say.
Yeah, it was awkward. It was pretty awkward. But the exam went okay in the end. I think we both passed.
Yeah, we did. Blasé. I said that, didn't I?
You did say blasé, yeah. And there's another kind of one of those French words that we got from French. And I don't know how to spell blasé.
Well, it's with an accent. It's B-L-A-S-E with an accent on the E.
Okay, blasé.
I'll type it in for everyone.
Definitely thank the French for this word, can't we?
Yeah, we take a few things from the French, don't we?
Absolutely, yeah. So all we can say is thank you for invading us and giving us these lovely words.
Yeah. Did they invade us?
Yeah, 1066.
Oh, okay. Very good.
William the Conqueror. He came and invaded us. Gave us 10,000 words. So thanks very much.
There you go. A history lesson within a non-native English lesson. There you go. Lovely. Okay. Yeah. What were you showing us on the board there?
All right. So a palaver. You said, is that correctly spelled?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's a palaver?
A big fuss, or a discussion over something that you don't really need for. It's like a simple thing, and don't make a big deal. Oh, you've made a huge palaver over it.
Okay. You made a big problem out of something small.
Yeah.
Blasé. Okay. You said that I walked in to your place and I was blasé as ever. I was blasé. What did you mean by that?
I'm just checking because I always use it as if you're a little bit away with the fairies, so you're not really focused and you're not really concentrating on things. Do you think that's the same meaning as what you have?
So I think it's kind of when you're not concerned about something, when you're kind of.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's where I was kind of getting an idea of it. Yeah. You weren't really bothered about the situation, so you were just quite blasé about it.
Yeah, I was blasé. I was like, oh, "Come on, Chaz, let's chat, man." And you were like, "I'm not in the mood. I've got to revise."
Yeah, I was the opposite to blasé.
Yeah, that makes sense. You've used it right. Yeah.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
Yeah. Embarrassing as a native speaker when you misuse a word in your own language. especially as a teacher.
The worms. Yeah.
Yeah, mispronunciate your worms. Yes. So right, should we see what they've come up with, Chaz?
Yeah. So this was to Mr. Bean's picture, yeah?
It was indeed. And someone said, Dave said, Mr. Bean really cracks me up.
Good.
Me too. I absolutely love Mr. Bean.
Got a fan. Yeah, no, I agree. I've just used him a couple of times in my classes, and some people just hate him.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why, they just don't dig it.
Let's have a look. Okay, so Eva said, before exams, I always had butterflies in my stomach. So just put always before had. Always, this kind of adverb of frequency comes before the main verb. I always had butterflies in my stomach.
Mm-hmm. Okay, where are you?
Oh, that was near the top. After you wrote blase.
Oh, here you go. Yeah.
There you go.
Nice usage. Yeah, it's good. Okay. Okay, then Monica, the test is in time, so Mr. Bean start to cheat. Okay, we might need to help you with that one, Monica. I think you're meaning the test is about to finish. So Mr. Bean starts to cheat.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the test is, the time is running out, maybe. So the time is coming to a close, coming to the end of the test. You could say running out of time. Yeah, nice. Mr. Bean is running out of time. I like that.
Yeah, we just need is, and you got a beautiful sentence. Good. Okay, and Havoy, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Havoy. Mr. Bean was trying to copy the guy sat next to him because the exam was ending and he hadn't learnt any of the test yet. Okay, pretty solid answer. Just towards the end here, it raises my heckles as a native speaker, meaning it doesn't sound natural. And he hadn't learnt the topic that the test was on. He hadn't learnt any, or he hadn't revised enough yet.
Yeah, that sounds better. Yeah. I can hear myself from your audio, by the way, Chaz. Sorry.
Okay, I'll put some headphones in. Do you want to tell me where you want to read another one?
Yeah. If you carry on going down, there's a nice one from Monica. Monica Sierpinska. It's got to be.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah. The exam ends on time at 12 p.m., but Mr. Bean isn't going to finish in time.
Oh.
Nice.
Very nice.
Thank you, Monica. I'd say the exam will end on time or is going to end on time. Just because, we're talking in the continuous.
I think that's because an exam will always have a set amount of time, and it's kind of presumed to always be on track with the ending there.
Yeah. So I would say, if you want to use the present, I would say exams always end on time. If you want to use the present, simple, just say exams end on time. That means in general, exams end on time.
Yeah, you could though say, how was your exam? Oh, the exam ended on time, so that was nice. Yeah.
In the past, in the past sense sounds good. Yeah.
Okay.
But nice use of on time and in time. They're both perfect. Well done.
Okay. Oh, this has jumped.
Maria said, Harry, why do you call Charlie Jess?
Jess. It's actually this word, Chaz. See, that's why I told you, Harry. Don't call me Chaz on the channel.
Well, they know now. It just rolls off the tongue better.
Oh, very good. You get a gold star for using the phrase that we taught.
Is running out. Okay. I'm going to arrive to my school on time. So Jesus Rodrigo Castor Huerta. Wow, that's a lovely name. I'm going to arrive to my school on time.
Yeah.
I'd probably just say I'm going to arrive to school on time, or I'm going to get to school on time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Thank you. Thank you, Jesus.
good. Okay. His name again rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
It does. It's a lovely name. It's a lovely name. Right. Shall we give them one last opportunity to use it? Because we're kind of coming towards the end now, aren't we? I was thinking maybe you get the old story cubes out, Chaz.
Yeah, let's do it. We've actually accumulated a lot of phrases. I don't want to pepper you with too many, although I'm probably maybe giving you another one there. Pepper someone with something. It means to give you lots of things or all over the place. I'll write these phrases down, as many as I have captured, and then Harry's going to use the story cubes to get your imagination flowing.
Ooh, okay, lovely. All right, guys. So I've got 2 cubes here with some lovely little pictures on them. Here I've got an aeroplane and a sheep. An aeroplane and a sheep. Aeroplane, yeah, aeroplane. So if you guys can come up with a little story using all of these words we've taught you today. Charlie is writing them down in the chat box now, but I've also got a couple here. So it's to remind you, roll off the tongue, to plate up, dish up, a palaver, blase. We didn't talk about this one. And on time, in time, run out of time, in the nick of time. So if you can come up with your lovely examples using these with the aeroplane and the sheep.
Very good. Okay, just finish.
I love these little story cubes.
Yeah, you do. You know what? I wanted to say these phrases though. So did we cover to run out of time? Time is up. Time off. Did we cover those?
No, but let's do time up. Time is up, because that'd be useful.
Time is up. Okay, that could go with Mr. Bean. Yeah. So with Mr. Bean's picture, you could say the time is almost up. The time is almost up, meaning that he nearly had no more time left on the clock to continue writing. So when the clock is counting down and you've not got enough time, time is up.
Yeah. Yeah. Time up. Yeah. Time is up.
Okay. Yeah. You can contract it like that. Time's up.
Yeah. You can just say time's up, can't you?
Yeah. Yeah. And they always say time's up, pens down, stop writing.
Yeah. That's the most horrible. Actually, it's quite a relief. If you've done okay in the exam and you hear the words time's up, put your pens down, you feel great. But if it's been an awful exam, it hasn't gone so well, you feel awful.
Yeah, it's reminding me of a memory of looking up when I've done it and you're ahead of me in the exam hall and you're like, oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
okay. Okay. Oh, and one more, time out, time out. And people often go like that, meaning time out, time out. This is to refer to needing a break. It probably comes from sports like basketball, where you need to tell the referee to have a timeout and group your athletes together or your team. But you can talk about it in normal settings and just means you need a break. You could refer to a relationship. Let's have a timeout. Let's have a break.
Yeah, I can imagine maybe they'd say that in America. I wouldn't say that. It's a bit too casual to say to your girlfriend, let's have a break.
That's true.
Let's have a timeout, shall we?
Yeah, okay. I agree. All right. So should we see what people got?
Let's.
Let me share.
We're going to share this and we'll read out some of your answers. So keep on writing, guys. We've still got a couple of minutes left in the lesson. So If you want to practice these expressions and know if you're using them accurately, then write them in now.
Okay. So these are the phrases. We've also got to run out of time. Time is up and time out. And here we have, let's see what Ivan's done. Do you have any tips? Okay. We can answer that at another stage, but thank you for asking that kind of question. Jacob, watching this lesson now you're doing. Oh, that's very nice. Very nice. Thank you, Jacob. Knife and time work. Okay. Okay.
I like arriving for the arranged.
Oh, sorry, it just jumped. Okay, yeah, let's read out Eva's. Eva, you're doing really, really well today. Very active. Do you want to read that one out?
Yeah, I like arriving for the arranged appointments on time. So I always get up bright and early to feed my pet sheep first. Have my cuppa and then make a rush to catch the first plane to London. Thank you, Eva. It's a lovely, lovely example.
What about
do you want to correct? Yeah. I don't like being in a rush to catch the first plane to London. So you say, I don't like being in a rush or being in a hurry.
Yeah. Yeah. Being. Then make it. Yeah. We don't make a rush. We are in a rush.
Yeah. Being in a rush or being rushed.
But other than that, it was strong though, wasn't it?
Very strong. Very strong. I like it. Thank you very much.
That's a nice phrase. Yeah. Yeah. We are unfortunately, Winnie, we're wrapping up for today. Okay. Here we go. Oh, this girl, she told us how to say her name. Can you remember?
Oh, yeah, she did, but I can't remember for the life of me. I can't remember. Aliyah. It was something different. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was Aliyah. Yeah, because we said Aliyah. Yeah. So Aliyah, thank you for the comment. We hope that was the right one. I was able to catch my aeroplane with a nick of time. We say in the nick of time. In the nick of time. I went to visit my parents in the country of Benova. I reached their house in the county. In the county of Benova. I would just say probably Benova, but it's nice that you're telling us that it's a county. I reached their house an hour later because the road was blocked by the flock of sheep. Very good. This animal is actually plural, the same as singular, so we just keep it as sheep.
Yeah. And I'd probably say a flock of sheep because it's not a specific one. We don't really know this flock.
Yeah, you're right. Totally right. Yeah, a flock of sheep. A flock of sheep. I laughed earlier with the comment about my pet sheep because I have pet sheep, don't I?
We do. Yeah, I mean you do. Yeah, I mean, you said
we do.
We do. Yeah, we do have sheep. Yeah. I remember. Yeah, I remember feeding the sheep. I think when I came to visit you once.
Did you? Was it exciting?
Or did we throw apples at them? I can't remember.
I think it was more throwing apples at them. Bit mean. In a nice way, in a loving way, we threw apples at the sheep.
Yeah. But yeah, they like having apples thrown at them.
They love it.
Okay. So I think we are wrapping up today. But thank you so much for coming. And remember that if you enjoyed this live lesson, but you didn't get your comment read out, and you want more time from us, and you want to ask us specific questions, not necessarily related to the topic of the lesson, then get over to our Patreon page where we have lots of different options for you to support the channel and show a bit of appreciation, but also to get more from us.
Yeah, we've had a desire to actually go to quite a few specific places in England, and we really want to understand the dialects and give you a lot more videos like that. So if we get a little bit more support, then we can go ahead and take that time out and go ahead and give you what we want to give you on our channel.
Exactly, yeah. And it's different to a normal donation because you're actually getting lessons. So you're getting exclusive live lessons like this, where we give you more feedback personally. You get group lessons as well, depending on the tier you're in. So we actually speak to you on group lessons with other foreign people of the same level. And there's also one-to-one lessons as well available. So go and check that out. And I don't know if we've done it yet, but we will put a link in the description box below.
Yeah, I was efficient this time. It's in the description box for you all. And I think that's everything, isn't it?
I believe it is. I believe it is. Yeah. If you're new here, it's your first live lesson, then welcome. It's been a pleasure having you. Thank you for participating. Remember to click the subscribe button beneath this video and the little bell so you get notified when we release new videos and when we go live.
Yes, which is every Wednesday and usually at 12 p.m. London, UK time. But today it was 12:30. But
yeah. Yeah, check us out on our social media. We're on Facebook. We are on Instagram with Real English. We're on Twitter, Real English 16. And of course, we're right here on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah. Again, all of that is on the description box or in the description box. If you want to get more from your self-studies, then I've got an ebook for you with an audio guide that has proved very useful for the English learners that have done so. And that is also available in the description box.
Lovely. Well, yeah, and lastly, as we are English tutors, this is our profession, you can book lessons with us if you want one-to-one lessons. Our links are in the description box below.
Lovely. There we go. So we hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for all of the lovely comments that I see blowing up right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We look forward to the next one. See you soon.
See you soon.
Bye, Harry.
Bye, Chaz.